spirit is rising, she's rising, she's rising. The spirit is rising, it's rising, it's rising. The spirit is rising, they're rising, they're rising.
Hi, Coven.
Hi, witches.
So I've got good news and bad news, but Risa, it sounds like you wanted to start.
No, I don't. I have a guess about what the theme of this week is, though we haven't talked about it, but I want to hear the good news, bad news.
Well, the bad news is I'm fucking sick.
Yeah.
One of my good Judies is supposed to come up this weekend, and I think I have to cancel. I'm like holding out to the last minute. And the other part of that bad news is this is going to be the shortest RX in history. Thank you for your sympathy, everybody. The good news is our fundraiser is going fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Smashed it, y'all. We fucking smashed it. I'm not going to give you any numbers because we still have a few days left.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get in on this, like TikTok. Yeah. So that's the good news and the bad news. The good news is we're successful and we're helping people and we're doing good in the world. And the bad news is no good deed goes unpunished.
We
I
smashed
think like
it.
we Risa stayed in the city. We were recording our audiobook last week, which was super amazing and fun. But I was commuting in and out of the city, and honestly, like I live in this bubble of like alone in the woods. And as much as I think that that's like super healthy, I don't think it's been good for my immune system. Like sitting in traffic, and now I'm just like so I'm just going to stay in the woods for a while and avoid the city for a bit. City dwellers, get some fresh air when you can.
I'm going to pick up the good news, bad news thread. Bad news is Tina Turner died. The good news is we got to live in a world with Tina Turner.
Worst news, best news.
Yeah.
Worst news, best news. And yeah,
So,
I have one of her songs as part of the prescription this week.
yeah,
Sure.
I mean, it has to be. I was laughing, thinking, I was like, this will just be a Tina Turner appreciation episode, I suspect. But out of respect for your plague status, I won't do all 27,000 songs I had thought about doing.
Right?
It's hard. I mean, I think just like spend your week with Tina, like go down all the strange Tina roads you can, go all the way to the beginning and then go all the way to the end. I spent this morning with her Buddhist chants, just like filling my soul, being healed by the chant that helped her heal over and over in her life, that she recorded like 2 hours of this one chant. There's a whole albums of chants. There's albums of chants with children singing prayers from all around the world. Tina Turner, I didn't know.
I mean, she had been a Buddhist for a long time. And, like you said, chanting was something that helped her like process the trauma of the life that she had. Such a magical creature. And probably my favorite song by her is called Tina's Prayer. And it starts, I'm talking to the priest, the high priest, and all y'all out there in the universe. And she's asking, Lord, make me over, make me strong. And it's this beckoning to the universe to make her more magical than she already was. I mean, sometimes I listen to it and I'm like, why is she asking this? She's already perfect. But if you have like a sense inside of you that you have a plea to the universe for self-improvement or life improvement, we'll put Tina's Prayer in the RX this week.
Yeah, we got to. I read that like one of the first people who heard her and like bought the rights to, she was recording with Ike Turner. She like convinced him to just let her fill in when the singer didn't show up or whatever, and then he was going to like delete her vocal and add someone else in, and then she passed that recording to somebody heard it. They paid a huge amount of money in 1960 to grab the rights up and said she sounded like dirt singing, and it was a compliment. And I feel that
I was gonna say, was it a compliment or an insult? It
yes,
sounds
it
like
was
a compliment to me.
I mean, it was like, she sounds like dirt singing. Here's $20,000 in 1960 because I want to fucking own the rights to that song. Like, it was a recognition of what the power of the sound of dirt singing, of soil singing would be, you know?
We've spoken so many times about how everything soil is, how it's like infinite living organisms, and also the rot of death, and also like literally everything combining to form this thing that allows for like the sustainability of our lives.
It's
and we call
handfuls
it
of
dirt.
life. I know.
We just call it dirt, and it's all life.
It's
I had
all
never heard
life.
that before, like dirt singing.
Like dirt singing. Like, yeah. And I like that it feels at first like a diss, and then you feel like, well, that's maybe your assumption about dirt. You know, like maybe if you come at dirt with awe, then dirt singing is fucking awesome. Yeah, that I stuck on that this morning. And okay, so this is not a deep cut. This is in like the top 3 Tina, both of I'll link to the meditation that I spent the morning with, not in the top 3 of Tina Turner songs, but these are my 2 prescriptions, okay? Fucking, we don't need another hero.
We don't.
We don't. We just want out of the fucking Thunderdome. That's literally all we want.
Yeah.
We don't need
like
to go
the Thunderdome sometimes,
right? This is the goddamn Thunderdome. It's like pitting us, you know, against each other in this starvation economics. I want out of the fucking Thunderdome. I don't need a way home. I don't need to go back to some, you know, romanticized past. I know the past wasn't romantic. I don't need to be taken home and taken care of. And, you know, I don't need the paternalism of that or the sort of delusion of it. I just want out of the fucking Thunderdome.
Hallelujah.
And I love her in that song so much. I mean, I think I'm the right age for when that came out on the radio, and all the children sing. I was like, yeah, singing with you, Tina. So that's in the prescription. Fucking carry that warrior with Auntie Entity. Carry that warrior with you. She's in there. And then the other one. Okay, so Schitt's Creek. Like one of the great healing moments in television, I think for me, and I think for a lot of people, was watching David just be loved and relax in that moment where he thinks everything horrible is going to happen to him and everyone's going to make fun of him. And his love is like brave enough to sing at an open mic night, and he's like dying from the like gross embarrassment of that. And then like, I can't remember what Moira says, but she's like, his honey-throated lover is serenading him right now. Like, she can't be bothered to hear about you and your baby. She knows how special this moment is for her child. So that's in the RX too. And I love to see the thread of Tina. Like, I love to feel the thread of Tina Turner singing out to me and to all of us and to herself. You're the best. Like, it's that looping singing of praise with the universe, right? We're the best. It's okay. It's better. It's going to be better. It's good. It's beautiful. You're cherished. You're loved. And then to see that get picked up in this beautiful gay queer love story in a small town where everything is okay and they aren't rejected for it, and there's violence isn't part of the story. Like the Levies wrote this beautiful version of a love story where like it's just okay, you're safe, you're loved and accepted, you find love and it's okay. And I feel that as like a wave of energy from Tina Turner. You know, she found her way all the way out, you know, a violent controlling father to a violent controlling love, like how brutal that all was. And she sang her way all the way out. And in the process, she sang a vision of the world that even appears in this like perfect queer love story in a small Canadian town.
And she's such a great role model because, you know, there are lots of pop stars and rock stars who tell you like, you can do it or it's going to be okay. But Tina literally like dragged herself up from the dirt and fought for her freedom because she knew that she was valuable. She knew. And so she fought for herself. She advocated for herself. So when you listen to her music, like this is a person who did the fucking thing. It's not metaphorical, you know, it's not a fantasy. This is a real, like a missing witches, real person who made real magic and did real shit with her life. So rest in power. I mean, you were in your 80s and you did the damn thing, Tina. We don't need you to stay longer than you want to. We let you go. We're not going to keep you in the Thunderdome any longer than you have to be here because you did it. You had an amazing life and a long life despite the odds. So yeah, RX/role model / forever love. Like in the 2000s, I made myself a Tina Turner t-shirt because I couldn't find one that was like old Tina. That was, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find anything that was like Nutbush City Limits Tina. So I made one. Like I like printed up some like iron-on transfers and made one. Like total core value Tina Turner love for sure. I do want to bring because as I told you, I'm gonna keep doing this, and this will be the last one. But this one is celebratory so much. I wanted to bring Redbone because Redbone is was an entirely First Nations like rock band, and they were the first First Nations band to crack the top 5 of the Billboard Hot 100 in the States. And they did so with a song called Come and Get Your Love. I'm sure you've heard this song and you probably didn't realize that it was like Indigenous people singing it, you know? Come and get your love. I probably shouldn't be singing. But, you know, some of the lyrics are like, there's nothing the matter with your head because you're fine. And you're mine, and you look so divine. Come and get your love. We're celebrating, like we passed our goal for our fundraiser. I'm feeling sick, but I'm feeling great too. So I want to tell everybody who, you know, contributed to our fundraiser or shared our fundraiser or sent good vibes to us while we were doing our fundraiser. Come and get your love. It's here. We got so much love for you. Come and get it. Come and get your love. It's yours, and we're holding on to it for you. So come and get it. Come and get your love. We love you so much. Come and get it.
Oh, I love that so much. Come get your love. There's nothing wrong with your head. You're so
nothing
fine.
Wrong. Yeah, you're divine. There's nothing wrong. Come and get your love.
Oh, we have so much love for you all. We got a donation this week, and the email was like, I'm sending this. You know, they had other things to say that were so moving, but the one piece was, I'm sending this because it's like, here's your dopamine hit. I heard on the RX that these give you joy, and you've given joy to me. So here's some fucking joy. And I was weepy. Like I felt so uplifted in the last month, watching the emails come in, people sharing their donations, sharing their stories, seeing people from all around the world donate to the Native Women's Shelter, and just imagining whoever gets those donations at the Native Women's Shelter being like, huh.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, but the first year we did the fundraiser, we were in touch with the Native Women's Shelter just to make sure that we could like use their imagery, you know, in our social media and stuff like that. And then we just kind of liked this idea of like them mysteriously getting all these mysterious and random donations every May and not really knowing the source.
Yeah.
You know, that mystery and that magic is kind of part of the thrill for me.
Yeah. And they're in their build up to their annual spirit walk. So if you are in Montreal or you have friends in Montreal, the walk is so joyful and fun. It's full of families, and you get people to sponsor you doing the walk. And there's music when you arrive, and there's people from the shelter telling stories about the current projects. And it's really super emotional and powerful to get to be a part of. But this is like what we do the month before the walk, where we just sort of gently rain down whatever the clouds of our coven from around the world can share. So thank you. Come and get your love. Know that we love you. Amy, thank you so much for the work you do on spearheading this project for us. Go rest. I hope you feel all our love and just wellness, and you feel the wave of, just put on I'll send you 2 hours of Tina Turner chanting. I think it's healing people.
I mean, y'all can't see me, but Risa can, and I'm like starting to sweat and crumble. So she's tying this up for us. Thank you, Risa.
Yeah. You've
Come
been there.
Get your love. Come and get your love.
Yeah, you've all been there, folks. She's been there for me when I'm like muting and dying and coughing and dripping in the background, and then coming back on like, yeah, so next week. We'll leave this one here and let her go collapse onto the floor.
and next week, we will come to you with some numbers, some really, really exciting numbers of what we did this month. Thank you all so much. Come and get your love. I got plenty for you. Mm-hmm. But don't kiss me on the mouth. You'll get sick.
And last couple days to smash it. So if you've been holding on or forgetting or caught up in the swirl of life and you want to help make this donation, let's push it joyfully over the top. Let's send the glee up into the heavens. Let's do this one.
And I mean, dopamine is great and ritual sacrifice is great, but also the prizes are fucking off the chain. Yeah. So like Nikki Sanchez said in the interview that went up the other day, something to the effect of like, at this point, it doesn't matter why you're doing it, as long as you're doing it. So for me, if you just want to make yourself feel better, you want an ego boost, you want a virtue signal, you want to rub it in somebody's face, like,
come on down,
come get your love. Like at this point, it doesn't matter why you're doing it, as long as you're doing it. Thank you, Nikki Sanchez, for that real push.
Mm-hmm. missingwitches.com/reparations.
Bless it fucking be.
World's gonna give me, and my life is all to me. I love myself and all me. I love myself and all of me. I love myself and all of me. Love myself and all of me. I love myself and all of me.
Hi folks, it's Risa and Amy here from Missing Witches, inviting you to get involved in our annual raffle in support of the Native Women's Shelter of Montreal and Indigenous-run nonprofits wherever you live.
We have a ridiculously fun, witchy heap of prizes donated by a whole community of folks joining together to make a magical wave of reparations magic.
There's a prize pack from Jinx Monsoon.
A one-on-one tarot session with Sarah Gottesdiener.
Magic classes from Pam Grossman.
A full year of writing workshops with Kate Ballou and the Bardo.
Art pieces, jewelry pieces, readings, books, and so much more.
Make a donation to your local Indigenous support org or the Native Women's Shelter of Montreal, and then just forward the receipt to missingwitches@gmail.com with the subject line reparations before May 31st.
For every $10 you donate, you'll get one entry into the draw. Check out all the details at missingwitches.com/reparations.
And bless the
fucking be.